French farmers drove over 1,000 tractors towards Paris in efforts to force a blockade. They vowed to besiege the capital in protests over regulation changes, which they say are destroying rural life. We'll talk about that next.
This defensive position calls for the use of very substantial resources, with 15,000 police mobilized to guarantee this.
Well, for days, nationwide protests have flared in Europe's largest agricultural producer, with farmers angered in part by red tape and environmental policies they say are hurting their bottom lines and rendering them unable to compete with less stringent neighbors. Dozens of tractors occupied a motorway leading to the capital as farmers said they were escalating their movement as they are unhappy with the French government's response.
In any case, we are escalating. We are here today. We are leaving the highway for the first time in almost 8 days. We are taking the RN31. And this evening, we've decided to come back here. There you go. We go a little farther and bigger, and we continue.
France said it will push to ease European Union environmental regulations on a fallow farmland this week. Last week, the government dropped plans to gradually reduce state subsidies on agricultural diesel and promised easing of environmental regulations, but farmers' organizations said that was not enough.
We don't buy it because we've been hearing promises for a very long time, and you can still see that regulations are making day-to-day life on our farms more complicated. So we're going to be very skeptical, and we're going to take this very carefully.
Earlier, French Prime Minister Gabriel Attal visited a cattle farm. Attal has promised to put an end to the rising cost of diesel fuel for farming machinery. There would also be an emergency fund to help cattle farmers battle livestock illnesses. The government is trying to keep discontent among farmers from spreading just months ahead of European Parliament elections, seen as a key test for President Emmanuel Macron's government. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.